Oh, I play?
Sure.
You want me to get out of the asylum?
Sure.
Okay. I think I remember how to do this.
Just don't miss anything.
Hmm?
Just don't miss anything.
Yeah.
Just don't miss anything. You have a chair in your hair.
Okay.
Do you work today?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Get out of there. Stupid chair. Oh no. We gotta watch that guy get carried out again. Or also, we have to watch this happen again.
Mm-hmm. Hmm?
Do not want.
Want needles?
No needle for me. I'm good. I already had my vaccine.
You will survive. Strong subject. There, he's opening his eyes. Saving for.
You want me to skip it?
I can't get
Oh,
up.
can you?
Don't move, Pete. What happened to me? Where am I?
Go to the other one.
This foul gas again.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No! No!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
Alright, time for a nap. That's not where I went to bed.
I'm also very wobbly.
One foot in front of the other now.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They sweep over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings. strong enough to scatter my dreams. When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awake and free me.
Was the big whale the fucking
You there.
Leviathan?
Wake up. Come on, stand up.
And then they
We
ate
don't have
it?
much time.
They ate Leviathan.
Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive?
Can we turn it
I
up?
don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute.
She's letting you escape. I can ask one question.
What do they do the... Oh, wait. What do they do to the patients here?
What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment. For problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
Ha!
What'd you do?
Guess what?
Lighter?
You got your lighter back!
Cool.
I forgot what all the buttons are. Lean, lean.
You don't have any combat options. It's just lighter and not lighter.
Yeah, but how do I put the lighter away again? Oh, there we go.
Emmy.
Stop.
Not right now.
Let's go into this guy's room.
What does this mean? Am I in an asylum?
Am I in an asylum?
This is no medicine.
It's a stim pack.
Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors. Sarah.
No.
What did he write about the painting? In his eyes, this symbol must have some protective virtues.
Okay. Which way did she go?
I think she went this way. Right now. Probably look inside and see what's going on in there. See a chair. Get nothing in that one.
Thanks, Kristen.
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
I want to go say hi. Jailbreak. Damn it. I'm with you there, buddy. But look. I have light. I bring you the gift of fire. Well.
Poor wretch.
3 meals and a cot.
I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your
Why would you not hide behind the desk?
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor. Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
Kill him.
She was gonna try and get one of them to go with her.
What was that all about?
It's either claustrophobia or there's actually something in those closets. I never actually figured out.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm gonna see if there's sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Locked.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where they are.
You there. Here. I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to be friends with the nurses. I can help you. Help me, and I'll owe you one.
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
Is it the noise that disturbs you?
No, it's the nightmares. We all have them here. That's what wakes us up. And afterwards, there's no way to get back to sleep.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
What is welling inside? It roars and swells and has strength of oceans. Its waves rise. Who's there?
You should probably crouch.
White nourishing foam. He is. Hey!
You don't see me.
You won't get far. Saw something over there.
You probably want to crouch.
Is there anybody around here?
He's leaving.
Who's there?
Come on, show yourself.
No, there's glass on the floor, so.
Who's there?
This way.
I saw something. Hey!
I want to like explore, but
I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
You can, you just gotta do it stealthily.
The control wheels haven't been put back
Here,
on.
go to the left.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
Good God. What could this machine be used for?
So you can overload this machine. You can have that
Try
guy make a lot of
activating it.
noise.
It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to
Or
see one
you
on this
can
level.
fuck with the other sewer valves.
This is madness. Are they seriously thinking of transmitting the properties of this meat by electric current? Worse and worse. What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation?
Kristen took off her panties. What's the connection here?
The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs? Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
There's still something hidden here.
cops know what's going on? What is going on here?
I would crouch.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know.
What do you want?
Sleep.
Sleep?
No.
You want?
Yeah.
You'll
So.
Is it the no?
No. In there.
I'll find.
Go look.
If I walk, I cannot stop. If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep, I do not see. I do not hear. He does not call.
Don't let me sleep. What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has the strength of oceans. Its waves rise and crash, leaving.
My calculations are always right. It's the date. It's the dates at the spread. That's the problem. I don't know what this date is. But the calculations, they're right. 4 days, maximum. 5 at the most.
Really?
You can go around that.
Is there anything over here?
I think it's just a way to avoid him. You'll probably want to get in there. He'll come back around.
Oh.
No, not there. Turn around. Here.
Oh, is this just the other side of this?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the storage room?
This is the storage room. You want to close the door. Because now you can stand up. There might be someone who comes in here, but I can't remember.
Esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods. Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here. That Dr. Fuller again. Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
Again, no sleeping pills in here. I don't see.
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods.
That's the archives, baby.
Locked.
Oh, what's in?
A control wheel to mount on a plumbing system.
Oh, dude.
No, it's not. I
The
think
green
you're safe
gas
here. There's no
leaves
one
from
here.
here, and it runs through the whole building. Now for the next step.
I want to get that guy his sleeping medicine.
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. A duct. This valve controls the pressure.
Oh, there is another thing you can do in here. It's a lockpick one of the... Not that. That door.
Perfect.
It's just to get in the vent.
It's done. Now for the others. It's locked.
You're missing a valve.
This lever must turn on the gas machine. There's nothing happening.
Well, I can do that.
Mm-hmm. You can destroy the gas. You can turn on that other machine.
Kristen,
And...
just let me do it, okay? That's not good. You said that there were sleeping pills in here.
This isn't the storage
This
room.
is the storage room. It's where I found the gear, and the paper that we found says that they store the gear in the storage room. What's he doing? Why is that so loud?
This lever must turn on the gas machine.
I wanted to find his stupid sleeping pills. Turn that back. Okay. Should be fine now.
There's nothing happening.
What's the pressure on that one? That's up.
Well, they're all connected, so it... Oh. What? Okay.
There's nothing happening.
You need that last gear.
Yeah, I do. Oh.
Perfect.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He just goes back and forth. He does not go around. But he does take a moment.
Just tell me where this thing is.
Hmm?
Just tell me where the hidden thing is.
I don't know.
I'm not talking to you anyway. Go away.
It might be up. Like, look up.
Cool. Very cool.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills?
Okay, so it's not over here.
Scopolamine, morphine, opium. My new friend's sleeping pills.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's definitely in this room somewhere.
Oh, turn around. Is it not where that lamp is?
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
I found it. Oh no, that wasn't it.
No, that was just one of the gears, the last gear. He's coming back.
Oh, maybe it's a different one.
Hmm?
Because see, now I'm over here and the icons disappeared.
Maybe.
Hmm. How did you see me? Oh, fuck. Anything in the kitchen I should know about?
I don't remember. I do know there's like a room next to the kitchen that gives you more like books and stuff.
Well, I want to go there.
Exactly what I need.
The key.
Oh, that place that I was in, but then he found me?
No, not that one. It's on the opposite side.
The key. That you just pointed out.
Not the key, the books.
How did I miss this the first time? There's like a bunch of rooms I haven't gone in then.
Mm-hmm.
Go away. Fuck me.
This side. If I remember correctly, I think that the other guy outside the door is asleep. But I can't, but don't quote me on that.
I'm just gonna go. Don't worry about it.
Wait, go back around. Is there a door over there that you can go into?
Well, I've gotten 2 keys that... One key that I haven't used yet. Let's find out where this goes.
Do you wanna... Did you not want to pull
wait.
the lever?
The lever was not pullable, but I didn't see that door there.
It wasn't? I'm sure it was.
It was not. I remember how I looked at it and there was no icon.
Oh yeah, it's already pulled.
Oh, I'm just right back here. Okay.
Okay.
So that door was the other side of this.
He'll find me. He can see me.
Let's calm down, please.
No, no.
Alright, you wanna go give your friend some sleeping pills?
Dear Francis, invaluable information for my research.
Kill me. Kill me.
What?
I've got what you want.
Show me!
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away!
What are you doing?
I'm doing both.
I've got to hide before the guards see me.
Somebody here!
Hell's teeth. Fuller's gonna think we did this. We gotta tell him.
You're good, that's where you came from.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
I sense something unnatural.
What is the exact nature of the beast you're running away from?
You've got instinct, a sensitivity for the invisible. It puts you in danger. The creature that is pursuing me is not from our world.
After what I've seen so far on this island, I'm ready to believe you.
Don't do that! Do not believe. Or you'll end up like us all.
What happened to you, Sanders?
The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
I saw the traces of a revocation ritual in Sarah Hawkins' office.
Is it connected to this curse?
She tried to correct her mistake, yes. She tried everything. She told me. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. That we should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
No!
Sanders! What the hell? I got it. Okay. This is insane. What killed him?
Waste of my time. There's nothing in here. Oh, okay. Gas cleared up. No!
Damn it! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Oh, okay.
Alright, are we gonna enter the madness again? It's an eyeball!
Who goes there?
Okay, you have 1 CP to
That
use.
nightmare again. I need a drink.
Ah, 3 available. Oh, let's finish that up.
I say adequates. Shouldn't put anything in that one.
Yeah, but I don't really need it.
Yeah.
I'll work towards maxing out investigation next. am I doing here?
Looks so much nicer in the daytime.
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Horny.
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
No, I must play music.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us, what happened?
I saw people in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
No, not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
Ooh.
I found a Darkwater PD badge. Lost a colleague recently?
What the...
Bradley.
Ethan?
I'm all right. I just had a... It's gone.
You're sure?
If it's important, it'll come back. But I can't explain why Dr. Fuller would have that badge.
The man's a danger, believe me.
What can we do, Pierce?
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion, you don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital. And called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins, visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say?
FS.
That's probably how they met.
Manifestors?
Yeah, I
If
know.
you plan on
We
having
already
dinner
made
at
that
the
connection.
Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance.
This will
Very
affect
well.
your destiny.
I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
I'm gonna leave out the top floor.
Okay, past this point, I don't know anything. So don't ask me for any clues. Ow.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders? I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island,
I
detective.
haven't seen her since the first
My
day we got
island.
here.
It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger. were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
I deduce that your husband already mentioned this dimensional shambler.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Too sleepy. You've gotten too
Did she really care for him after all? The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Okay.
A house of artists.
Turn around. It's on the table.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
I'm examining a painting I have never seen.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Does that affect my sanity?
Yep. Oh, the death of... But the other one did not.
Huh.
this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
That was weird. Interesting that I just found that first try.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Okay. Oh, phonograph is the thing that turn around you.
Okay.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
More medicine. I'm almost to level 3.
A strange Amerindian pendant. I could use one of those. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing. An old diary.
Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses words about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation have having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost. Cool.
Read the book. Is this a Necronomicon?
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective.
Oh,
Try not
sorry,
to have a habit of it.
I've got a lot of
You could have moved
bad
a
habits.
step back.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
I found this drawing of a dagger. Did you come across anything like it in your reading?
Perhaps. I saw several daggers in the ledgers. I could always check. What I didn't find, however, was the slightest reason why I should help you, Detective.
I don't need your services. I can manage all on my own, thanks.
Do it then. Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
I think you got everything in this room.
was I supposed to get in the gallery if my strength wasn't high enough?
You probably ask.
I mean, I guess I didn't put any points into strength anyway, so...
Mm-mm.
He didn't say anything.
So,
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Oh, amazing.
The public entrance to the gallery. The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery. Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Go take a hike, Detective.
Okay.
Oh, turn around.
Good catch.
I figured you'd want to get all of this before you head to the painting and whatever next sequence it's going to bring you.
What the hell was that?
That was a bad idea.
Just a wee bit.
Quick, points in eloquence. How do I get out of here?
Touch it.
Out that way.
What the hell was that?
don't think you can go through that door.
Touch it.
I think you have to go back to the where what's her face is.
I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Or maybe use one of the daggers.
I can't even touch it. Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
I don't know.
Maybe your light as well? Stab the painting?
What the hell was that?
I mean, he did say set it on fire.
Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Maybe it's a thing by chance.
What the hell was that? Down. Maybe I can use this dagger. Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Maybe there's a specific dagger I have to use?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was that? Down. Maybe I can use this dagger. Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Hi! I want to go over this way. Don't worry about it. Dang it. Hi! Okay, well.
What the hell was that?
Wait, pull out that picture.
Oh, yeah.
Clues.
Not like they gave us 2 different pictures.
No, they're the same. They're the same.
No, 2 different. Chris, 1, 2. 2 different pictures.
Mm-hmm. Not you. Not you.
No. 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 It definitely saw me come in here. For fuck's sake. Is that it?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it.
Down. This dagger looks different.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, look, there's a room. There's a room with daggers.
Give me a kiss.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
This symbol on the dagger, it was all over Sanders' cell. It's what protected him. It's what protected me, too. If Hawkins was trying to get rid of this shambler, she might have made contact with Drake. This antique dealer has a good knowledge of the occult. I have nothing to lose by meeting him.
You've got your spunk back. Go where you want. I'm staying here to talk business with Irene.
Big stretch?
Big stretch. It is almost 1.
Where's Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams? It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century. An old diary.
Are you not going to read that one?
I read it.
Well, I meant out loud to the audience.
No. American whaling industry reached peak in the rest of the world. Whales gradually disappeared from the water surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up till then the region was favored refuge for cetaceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a nice night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Colony, led by Reverend John Wickwood. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The prior documents, handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Okay, you can just put that away.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Find occult items. Hey. What's the most common trophy that I don't have? Okay.
So, parts you haven't gotten to yet.
What happened here?
Me and my lighter will figure this out.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work. Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then? What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the? Charles Hawkins?
That's probably nothing.
Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
More medicine.
Soon you'll be able to quit your job as a detective and become a doctor.
Oh, I actually do have 2 points.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them. Arkham editions. Never heard of them.
Oh, that didn't even give me anything.
Mm-mm.
A kind of chalice.
I don't have the first cylinder. Alright.
Oh, you passed something.
Where?
Never mind.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection?
At least 6.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Scratch that. At least 8.
Arkham Editions.
There's 4.
Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection?
9?
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
What's the point?
I would
Probably
do
the
that last.
combination, yeah.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Probably.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch whose purpose it is to push back the forces of the great old ones were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from the last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact to try to find it.
So we gotta find that last book and then the cylinder.
So hold on, let's figure out.
Arkham
We
Editions.
got.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
1,
Arkham Editions.
2, and 1, 2, and
Never heard of
3.
them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions.
There's 4.
Never heard of
We
them.
don't have 5.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
So we're missing 5. There's 6.
Arkham Editions.
7.
That's
Never
8.
heard of them.
Or 8. So I think
So
5,
we're-
7.
5 is 7.
How many volumes
And
are
there's
there
9.
in this collection?
So 5, 7, 8.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Or there's 7. So 5 and 8.
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Things are not looking good.
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me.
Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake
Are there
was
more
talking
volumes
about
in
his
the other
message.
room?
This is the one that he was talking about.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about so these are the volumes that Drake was talking
So
about
wait,
in
that's
his message.
volume 6?
That's volume 9.
9.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
When he finds these memoirs, it will be about I'm in serious trouble. Last, my only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality in order to be recovered and burned. Funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. Following message of capital importance, whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, his order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of my imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I wouldn't ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage. The content of the safe is not only a vast digestive knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous to fall in the wrong hands. Hope you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will be to act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Okay, so cylinders are references to numbers. The 3rd cylinder was obviously 9.
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
The chalice of knowledge.
Hold on, look inside of it.
I cannot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 redstones.
The chalice of knowledge.
Okay, so 5 something 9, and then he said white pieces. So 4, 5, 4, 9.
Five, 5, 9?
What would it be 5, Kristen?
Wasn't there another white piece that was on the board?
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let
1,
those
2,
of us who are still
3,
standing
4.
protect our white
5,
queen
6,
from their
7.
dark soldiers.
There's 3 not
I
on the
see
board.
our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
In that case, would it only be 3? It is only 3. It's the ones off the board, not on it.
Mm. It's the Necronomicon!
This man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down. His skin losing its color. His body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out. And I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
this place draws you in and never lets you go. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. Hay fever? What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission? Mrs. Sanders? She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room.
I don't
Not
think you
where
can
I
take it just
expected to
now.
find it.
Pooh.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Sir, your wardrobe has malfunctioned.
No, he's got pants under it.
But his robe is going through his pants.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Dr. Colden. Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to... Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
There are plenty of sleeping drugs.
The door to the boiler room is locked.
Huh.
Where did I see that key? Ah, yes. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please, the few in...
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
So you're all eating that slump.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show. Dr. Colden?
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor.
We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment. We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Excuse me.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by.
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Should probably close the door.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Dr. Colden?
Where was the bathroom?
I think it was through the... I think it's over there.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. The last. The missing files must be hidden here. I should go another way. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Can you move side to side?
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory
Looks like you can look
nature
around.
of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar illusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
Because he's a doctor?
But he's a surgeon, not a psychologist.
But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Why is Ethan on medication? The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects. This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Maybe the shoe finally? No, in the drawer.
Sorry? Oh.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
What are you doing here?
Just having a cigarette break.
In the kitchen? That's not sanitary.
Yeah, well, this is like
1924.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
But there was other things I wanted to look at. Hold on.
I must go back to the basement. I should go another way.
It's not even in here fixing the boiler.
They probably gotta go find that wrench that you have.
There's not gonna be anything.
Mm.
Oh well.
You tried.
Ah, now
I'm gonna crouch down real quick.
It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Squish.
Oh, gotta go squish. A gun.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around.
It's me.
Slowly.
Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
It was Charles.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
What's he saying?
He asked, what did the book show you? You won't be able to escape its will.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say?
Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colton. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Oh, hey, it's you. I saw at the...
All right. All right.
He's the guy we saw at the dock. They're like, you've got some strange carvings in your hands.
Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion.
Yeah.
Now go. Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
Crow. Odin is watching. Will we take a break while you play with my hair?
Maybe.
Pray that Colton is really here and alive. An old diary. Right. Enough time wasted. Colton needs me. I must find her.
So how the hell did you get in here?
Yeah, good question.
Oh, he came through the window.
I doubt that.
Yeah, because that's what he was just opening and closing when in the opening scene.
My God, what is happening to me?
Cool. I can get these medicine books I was trying to get.
What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
What happened? Something has changed, but what?
Right behind the door?
No.
Although it's covered in those eyes, so it probably protects you.
Where have I seen this symbol?
That's weird. That wasn't there before.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it wants you to go.
It has trapped you.
Come on.
You are confronting powers that surpass you.
light's running out. Do you want to stop this for now?
Well, I have to get to a safe point, or else I'll have to redo all of this.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that got me too. Go change out your lights.
I'm really far away from it now. The thing is, I don't think I can actually progress without the green light. Purple light doesn't seem to do anything.
Besides give you, like, books or stuff that you miss.
Yeah, but actually progressing... Problem is, I can get about this far, and then I'm stuck.
It looks like things are back to normal.
the game has saved. I think I'm good stopping there for now.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can just do the last 2 chapters all at once. Okay.